Good morning, everybody, and what a wonderful day this is. Session number 720 on the 3rd of April, 2023. Wow. Isn't it a wonderful day? When I look out of my balcony, I see such a beautiful, it's so amazing, that the playing field that our creator has created is so beautiful. So sometimes, all you need to do is look at the beautiful work of art that God has created for us and makes you feel good, makes you want to be alive and be here and experience all the wonders of this universe. Okay. So, empowering morning conversations. One of the things it does, and I like to believe that, is helps us to expand the playing field of our life. हिंदी में कैसे बोलेंगे? हमारे जिंदगी का क्या बोलते हैं इसको? अखाड़ा, मैदान बड़ा करते हैं. But actually, if you see what we are doing in life, as we are growing and as we are getting more and more and more and more and more of experiences in life, because after all, every moment is an experience. All that we are getting is experience. Correct? And like I say, every experience is an opportunity to learn and become a better version of myself. But if I am not experiencing, every time we have an experience, we say, no, not this. No, not this. Next time I'll not let this happen. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, look at our response or reaction to every moment of our existence. And many of these responses are overt, overt. They're visible, we know it's happening. And many of them, unfortunately, most of them are covert. So today we will try and discover some of our covert ones, okay? So I will start with a question to you, and I really want you to think about it. Don't respond, don't react too quickly, right? Whatever comes into your mind, if you have a piece of paper, write it down. If you don't have it, write it down in your head or wherever you want to write it down, but remember it, okay? What are we doing, consciously or unconsciously, that is actually narrowing down our playing field or narrowing down our arena? See, when we are little children, we want to expand that arena, right? We meet people, we want to meet more people, we want to play with more friends, we want to have more experiences, blah, 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 and we enjoy them. As we start growing older, also we want them, or at least we say, हम कहते हैं हमको नए अनुभव चाहिए. So what are we doing in our life that is pushing life away from us? What are we doing that is pushing people away from us? What are we doing that is ultimately making the playing field of our life smaller, not bigger? So think about it. Think very personal. What am I doing that is narrowing down my life? What am I doing that is cutting off options for myself? What am I doing that is restricting me rather than expanding me? Am I pulling more people into my life, or am I pushing people away? Whatever it is doing, what is happening in me? What am I doing that I'm actually making life smaller? All right. So now that we have given you a little time to introspect, any of you Mahanubhavs wanting to share your insights? Yes, Neeti ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
So there are these typical dialogues that go on within us, and we are, even after knowing and understanding everything, we get caught up with it. One is, I will do this after this thing is through. Whatever we are involved in, after this is through, then I will attend to this. Instead of trying to make time to go by and by to attend to it together. Then most often, whenever somebody's trying to talk to us, our instant response is, I will get back to you. And that never happens. Third thing I have noted is own self-talk to convince that the self-judgment and self-justification is right, and not being open to facing the life challenges and trying to find a win-win situation versus, giving in to our own weaknesses, giving in to our own grudges, and giving in to our own negative thinking. These are the things that are, in my opinion, limiting me. And whenever I'm in a challenging situation, if I fight it and face it and move ahead with it, I do meet new people who become a part of my work. So, yeah, when I step back, then I'm limiting myself a lot.
Okay. So for the people who came late, by the way, in this program, it doesn't really work for you if you come late because you miss certain things. There's a question I asked. The question I asked was, what are you doing that is narrowing down the arena of your life? What are you doing that is narrowing your playing field? What are you doing that is pushing people away and so many other things that we do, which is actually making our life smaller, not bigger? That was a question. People are answering it. Yes, Priyaji?
First I came through is I resist people to enter my life.
You resist people to enter my life. Okay.
Yes.
And why do you do that? You know what is behind that, no?
Yes, a lot of judgments.
Yeah.
A lot of fear, insecurities.
Right. Thank you. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Most of the time, I now I stopped taking risks because of my age factor.
Okay, so
many decisions follows that.
Okay.
Because sometimes I may say that my body will not be able to take this kind of tensions, or my mind like that. So I'm narrowing down my life with the age factor.
Yeah, so listen, see, since I'm a little older than you also, I think. So age, unfortunately or fortunately, becomes a limitation for us when it comes to doing certain physical tasks, Yeah. 2-3 years back, we went to Dubai and we went to a place where you can do this deep sea diving, right? I mean, I was all for it. So I got on the boat, put on all the equipment with everyone. The instructor then asked me, looked at me and he said, sir, how old are you? I said 60 something, 67 or whatever. 67, okay. I hope you haven't got any conditions. I said, I just recently had a stents put. Sir, you cannot do. Now my temptation was, nay, I'll do it. Then everybody, my family, my friends who were there with, no, you are not going to do, you sit here. So I sat there. So physical, if it is actually a limitation, is a limitation. You may choose to accept that. But age, does it bring many other things that we are avoiding also? So think about it. How many other experiences we are pushing away because we think, now I'm old. Okay, you don't have to respond to it immediately just now. Reddy Garu, think about it. Yes, Vijayji. Sareen Sab.
Sir, it's a very good question you have put. My experience is I'm doing both the thing at the same time, but I introspect. At one
Meaning?
place, I'm inviting people to come into my life, new people, new uh, people unknown to me, and at the other place, I'm exiting the old ones, pushing them out of my life that I don't relate to them now, and I feel burdened when they interact. So with the logic of losing my focus and all those things, but somehow I feel that I'm also losing them out. And this is two things happening together. And
Yeah.
sometimes I get confused also that, or sometimes I feel that my capability is limited. I cannot handle two things at a time. So this is the situation with me.
Okay, I got it. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, who else? This is a question directed to each and every one of you. In what way are you pushing life away from you? In what way are you limiting your own playing field? In what way are you? Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. For me, only physically, if I can't do, I won't do. Otherwise, I'm in for everything. I'm
You're
in
not
for
pushing.
everything.
Very good. Excellent. There is something I know that you're not willing to do. And it has nothing to do with physical.
What's that?
Think about it.
Oh.
There is a young man far, far away. Far, far away.
Yeah. So what happens?
Now, don't tell me what happens. Ask yourself. I mean, you don't have to explain the situation to us. You get it, Hasina ji? I already know it. Yeah.
Okay.
But the question is, what is it that you may be doing? Ask yourself this question. Sometimes we really don't know, but you can ask, what is it that I may be doing in my mind or otherwise that is pushing this person away from me? You're not trying to find out who is to be blamed, right?
Okay.
It's not that anybody has to be blamed for this, including you. So think about that. And when the answer comes, you let me know about that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So one of the way, this is a very beautiful example, by the way, that we are not even aware. I mean, so, the human beings we have this excellent capacity. If you ask them how are things going, all fine. So sometimes the ones which are more troublesome, they seem to get buried deep inside the ground. Yes, Guru Nandan ji.
Okay, so on my introspection, I think I'm trying to limit my arena or playing field, but trying to do a lot of things myself where I can delegate or I can actually expand by bringing more people into my life and team, right? So that's where I need to work on more.
Yeah, but the question is, what are you doing that this is happening? Kyun kar rahe ho aisa?
I'm trying to do a lot of things myself, which can be delegated or which can be
but why?
given to.
See, you have the knowledge that you're a corporate guy, right? You know that things can be delegated.
Yeah, so it is all about resources, trying to save on resources, especially funds and all that. So, but yes, it needs to be worked out in a proper manner.
तो आपकी एक मान्यता है कि भैया वो if you want to involve people, बहुत funds चाहिए होगा. You need
secondly,
funds.
मान्यता ये भी है कि क्या वो क्वालिटी डिलीवर कर पाएंगे जो मैं करता हूँ. That is also a thought. उनको ट्रेनिंग देना पड़ेगा, उतना सिखाना पड़ेगा, उतना टाइम इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा सिखाने में.
तो करना पड़ेगा. किसकी जिंदगी आसान होगी, किसके पास ज्यादा टीम मेंबर्स होंगे.
Correct. So
तो हम लोग थोड़े सुस्त हैं ना.
Correctly working on that right now. So we are planning to hire about 20 more people in the team now.
नहीं, what if you never had to hire?
What if not to ever hire? Okay, so
आपको बताएं, आपने लैंडमार्क एजुकेशन का नाम सुना होगा.
हाँ जी सर, बहुत अच्छे.
तो दिल्ली का सेंटर मैंने बिल्ड किया था. I was the only guy, and I built it with all unpaid volunteers, and they were happily doing it.
Yeah, I've tried doing that. I've tried doing that last time, but it didn't work out because people easily get swayed off then to their own other works.
Yeah.
Right. So
ऐसी क्या चीज होती है जो मेरे साथ उन लोगों को बेनिफिट नजर आए और वो करें. So there is a big scope for inquiry here. You understand?
Correct. Yes, I agree.
But we wait. So if you remember, I always do a clearing, which I think it's a good time for me to do that clearing now for the benefit of everybody. Right? And please listen to it carefully, each and every one of you.
Yeah.
because you will find out maybe what we are doing. So what have we made so vital, so valuable and real about our decisions, judgments, conclusions, and computations that keeps you from living a life of infinite possibility? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all. So note,
Yes.
what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about your decisions, your judgments, your conclusions, and your calculations that keeps you from living a life of infinite possibilities? Yeah, that's where we have to look. These are the things which we all do. Some of them we do consciously, most of the time we are doing unconsciously. You getting it? After all, life is a network of relationships. So the larger the network, the larger our life is. So with our judgments and decisions and computations and conclusions, are we pushing people away from our life or are we bringing them in? Yes, Anjana ji.
So in my case, actually, one thing is, as Priya also said, that I overanalyze. I just overthink that if somebody wants to be in touch with me, what is the reason why? One is that, and I also myself don't reach out to people for the only reason of being judged.
That they may judge me. Okay.
Yes, they may judge me. That why am I reaching out to them? I think twice or thrice, many times before taking any action, and it limits me in my life and even in my professional life. So if I want to share my view on a Yammer post or anywhere, I just have this fear, or maybe this is shyness, because as a girl, I was a very shy person. I still am, maybe. But thanks very much for this topic, because this is bothering me for so long, but I don't know what to do about it.
Good. We can get into the how to do it mode. Get it?
Okay.
And you'll notice I normally avoid doing that because the how to is different for every person. How to is different for every situation also. Okay? That is the reason why formulas don't always work. You're not in a युद्ध का मैदान, भाई दुश्मन आ रहा है गोली चलाओ. कौन से एंगल से आ रहा है तो कौन से चलाओ. कितनी दूर से आ रहा है उस हिसाब से हथियार सेलेक्ट करो.
And another thing is that I don't want to take risk. I mean, I am just confined to my own shell. So,
right. So the first thing is to discover what is it that you are carrying. Whatever this judgment, whatever this point of view that you are carrying, just realizing that allows for expansion to take place. Okay. Just being aware, okay, look, this is what I'm doing at this moment. That is why keeping your awareness, keeping your attention in control is a very important thing. Because the moment you are aware, okay, oh, I'm judging. Oh, I'm concluding. Oh, what is the objective? Do I even remember it? My objective is to add more people, or is it to push people away? Is my objective to make my life easier, or is it to make it more difficult? Do I want to end up being alone in my life and do everything all by myself? You know how many senior corporate, and I poke them and push them and I said, yaar, tumko tankha apne juniors ki kaam karne ke liye hai. We end up doing the work which our juniors should be doing. We are doing it ourselves because we have a point of view. They will not be able to do it as well as I do. If I give them to do, they will mess it up. Then I only have to clean up the mess. So better to do it myself. So are we not taking them for granted? Are we not judging that they are not capable? Are we not judging our own capability to train them and make them ready? After all, it's really funny, how we blame our children. You notice we blame our children. सब कुछ गलत करती हैं। किसने ट्रेन किया उनको? There's one lady who is complaining, बच्चा बहुत गाली देता है आजकल। तो आई आस्क्ड हर, तुम क्या करती हो? नहीं, मैं तो गाली नहीं देती हूँ। तो एक्चुअली मेरा हस्बैंड जो है ना, ऐसे बोली, एक्चुअली मेरा हस्बैंड जो है ना, मैंने कहा अभी तुमने क्या किया? नहीं नहीं, वो अच्छा अच्छा। So how many signals, how are we making people around us limited, and then we say they are limited so I cannot rely upon them. ये लोग सीमित हैं, इनके ऊपर एतबार नहीं किया जा सकता। किन्होंने बनाया ऐसा? If they are members of your team or your company or whatever. So it's a good inquiry to be in, all right? Am I going to spend the rest of the day judging, computing, concluding about people? Or am I going to be relating with people, to find out what is it that we can create together? देखिए, एक इंसान को आप देखते हो, आप जज करते हो, you judge that person and you see the limitations of that person. Or you look at the same person and say, okay, all right, what can we create together? You get my question? That the people who are there in your life, you look at them and you say to yourself, आप अपने आप से कहते हैं, what can we create together? विपिन जी, how will you say this? What can we create together? इसको कैसे बोलेंगे हिंदी में सर?
हम दोनों की मिलकर नई संभावनाएं क्या हो सकती हैं ग्रोथ की?
नहीं, वो तो हो गया, हम दोनों को मिलके नई, that means we are together creating new possibilities. वो भी सही है, but my literal translation of what can we create together? अगर हम दोनों जने मिल जाएं तो हम क्या create का वर्ड मेरे को समझ नहीं।
क्रिएट इज न्यू ना, क्रिएट इज न्यू।
नहीं, न्यू इज न्यू, क्रिएट इज क्रिएट।
ओके,
क्रिएट का मतलब है सृजन, सृजन। हम साथ में रह के,
मैं एग्जांपल दे सकता हूँ सर?
एक मिनट सुन लो ना, कुलदीप जी कुछ कह रहे हैं।
सॉरी सर।
सर क्रिएट का हिंदी वर्ड मेरी समझ से है सृजन। हम
सर्जन,
सृजन, सृजन, सृजन,
सर्जन। ओके, सो वी आर क्रिएटिंग।
सृजन, हम साथ में रह के क्या सृजन कर सकते हैं,
क्या बना सकते हैं,
हाँ,
क्रिएटिव क्या बना सकते हैं।
हाँ, एंड विपिन जी, अगर हम क्रिएट करेंगे तो नया ही होगा।
हाँ जी,
नया होगा, मगर क्रिएट इज क्रिएट, नया इज नया।
नहीं, आई गॉट योर पॉइंट। क्रिएट तो रीबिल्ड भी क्रिएट होता है जो पहले एग्जिस्ट करता है, लेकिन हम मिलकर उसको दोबारा करते हैं, बिल्कुल नया इज टोटली डिफरेंट।
फिर वो रिक्रिएट हो जाता है। राइट, ब्यूटीफुल।
मैं क्या एग्जांपल दे सकता हूँ यहाँ पे सर, अगर आप समय दें थोड़ा सा?
एक मिनट, आप थोड़ा सा रुकें। आई लेट गुरुनंदन ने हाथ खड़ा किया था पहले, लेट हिम से इट, देन वी विल कम टू यू। यस गुरुनंदन जी।
Yeah, so I have another important point of view with that. Definitely आपका एग्जांपल बहुत अच्छा था। कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में मैंने ये खुद एक्सपीरियंस भी किया था कि नीचे वाले मैं सब कर देंगे तो हमें खुद ही करना पड़ेगा। दैट्स अ वेरी रेलेवेंट एग्जांपल। But at the same point of time, there are few experiences in life wherein when you have delegated, or when you have asked people to support you, and they themselves have come and supported, but then at the end of the day things don't move, and you feel that there's a lot of energy and time which has been wasted. Rather, things have gone down the line rather than going up the line. So there are a lot of experiences with people around you that makes you, यार इससे अच्छा तो मैं खुद ही कर लेता, मेरा टाइम बच जाता, मेरा पैसा बच जाता, मैंने so a lot of time those experiences also narrow down that playing area or field.
But I'm saying,
although it is not right, because everybody cannot be the same, so we have to keep trying with new people. I agree with that. So
that's right.
That's a mindset. A lot of times it takes over, which needs to be cleaned like clearing statements of yours. I agree.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, you cannot keep living your life coming from the past, right?
Agreed.
But ये कितनी मजेदार बात है ना, intellectually we understand everything. When it comes to doing, we are influenced by what? By the past. What has it given us? A lot of conclusions.
Correct.
And one side of your mind will saying, हाँ ये बातें बड़ी अच्छी हैं, मगर प्रैक्टिकल में मैंने देखा है ऐसा होता नहीं है, तो नहीं होगा, फिर रहो अकेले।
नहीं फिर बाकी लोग भी टीम में ही बोलते हैं पहले ऐसा हुआ था ना, सोच लो करना है नहीं करना है, right?
Yeah.
Lot of time that also happens.
Right. So we have to
Other
stop that
people-
kind of a conversation in our own head and in the people's mind also.
Mind also.
Because if you, हमारे यहाँ तो we are looking back at 1000 years पहले ऐसा हो गया था, तो अभी भी ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. So ठीक है, that's the human nature. But the point is, do you want your business to grow?
Yes, definitely.
Do you want your life to grow? Do you
Yes,
want your arena to
100%.
be small or big? It all
Big
depends
one.
on you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So let's
agreed.
welcome Rajkumar ji, Dr. Rajkumar. विपिन जी आपको मैं भूला नहीं हूँ अभी. हाँ, जरा इनको वेलकम कर लें जरा. वेलकम 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 सर. थोड़ा आप बताएं आप कहाँ से हैं, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा.
मैं बम्बई से हूँ.
अरे वाह.
और
मेरे शहर
कल
से.
मैंने ज्वाइन किया था और फिर राम जी से मेरा 1 घंटा कन्वर्सेशन हुआ था दोपहर में 11:30 बजे. मैं चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट हूँ और सीए इंस्टीट्यूट में नेशनल इलेक्टेड मेंबर हूँ. अभी मुझे पता लगा अतुल पुरी जी ने मुझे इसमें जोड़ा है. पिछले साल हम कुछ कार्यक्रम कर रहे थे इंस्टीट्यूट के लेवल पे.
राइट.
तो मैं 1.5 साल से
राजकुमार जी, there are a lot of people here who don't understand Hindi, so थोड़ा.
Okay. Sukhdeepak ji, shall I repeat what I said earlier?
No need. You just carry on. By the way, my curiosity needs to be satisfied first. Where in Bombay are you living?
I'm living in Andheri West, opposite City Mall.
Yesterday I was there.
Springs.
Okay. I live in Parel. Yesterday I was there at the club in Andheri.
Okay. So,
okay, sir. Sorry. Please carry on.
Yes. So, 1.5 years back, when I contested All India election, I withdrew from earning life. I felt that I will live on the passive income. And started withdrawing from the life. So that is narrowing the life, what you said. I have done landmark in 96 and 2011. Then partly I done IPL also. So it has brought back me, the power of life is empty and meaningless. And so thank you. Your name says, Sukh also and Deepak also. This is what I want to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, Vipin ji, you may give your experience and then we will do the brain Kathakali.
Yeah. So it is about what can we do together. So
what can we create together?
Create together. Sorry. So one of my employee, I trained him for 3D drawings and lot of work, hard work I did with him, and he was always a good boy, bringing good results. Somehow I found that he's not doing the thing himself. He's getting the solution done from someone else and presenting to me. So I asked him to do some field work and he got a failure there. So then I thought I have wasted my time. But then at that time I replaced in my life this word wasted to invested, because I invested my time into that. So what I found, I called him that from now onwards you don't need to camouflage your things. You be what you are. The good thing in you is you manage to get the work done from someone else. That is the beauty.
Yeah,
so from tomorrow onwards, you are not supposed to do the things yourself. You be the boss. You get the things done whatever way you want to do. And he also grew. I also grew out of that. Otherwise, I was about to throw him out of the organization.
Okay, thank you very much. So before we hand you over to the Shires and before I close the session for the day, let's invite Guru Nandan ji, who's back after a long time, and he will take you through the brain exercises. Over to you, Guru Nandan. Background हटा दो, नहीं तो आपका हाथ नजर नहीं आएगा.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. So how's your brain doing today?
Awake.
Yes, very nice. Great. Okay, so I'm sure Neeti ma'am or Leena ma'am would have definitely helped you all.
Even Priya has become an expert.
Wow, Priya ji, excellent. So, we may talk about you being our online trainer then, later on.
She can, she's bloody good, yeah.
Good, very nice. So I'm sure you must have been practicing it and finding some benefits out of it if you have realized them. Let's start. We have done the same exercises, or Niti
Yeah, yeah.
ma'am or Leena ma'am, you have added more?
This one also.
Okay, great.
Two more I have added.
Okay, so Leena ji, वो दो वाली आप मेरे exercises के बाद करा देना. I will learn from you also, and then we'll do it, right? Great.
सर आप एक आध नहीं और सिखा दो.
Okay, पर उनकी
देखो,
practice
it is
करनी जरूरी है.
7:41, so time का ध्यान रखेंगे ना.
Sure, sure. Okay, everybody, let's put our hands like this again. So let's start with the first one, that is fist and hand. So we'll do it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very nice. Let's do the second one then. Second one was thumb and little finger, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, do it 10 more times. 10 more times. 1 is the interesting one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's do the victory and pointer. Victory and shoot or victory and pointer. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, everybody is doing so nicely. Wow, Priya ji, really. Again, one more set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do that first elephant, then spider. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, everybody is able to coordinate so nicely. 8. Thank you, Leena ji. Thank you, Priya ji. Thank you, Niti ma'am. 9, 10. One more set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sukhdeepak sir, clap ही मारना बीच में. 7, 8, 9, 10. Clap का पर्पस ही यही है कि आपको अलर्ट रखना कि अब किसकी बारी है. Right. Okay, now the spider one. Let's do the spider one. First we did balle balle. Then we had spider up and down. Then yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now spider will go down. Did we take the spider down? 1. No, we didn't learn this. We didn't learn this. Okay, let's learn how spider now comes down. So we know how to put the spider up. Now similarly go down. पहले आप इंडेक्स फिंगर नीचे करेंगे या मिडिल फिंगर जो भी ऊपर है, एक आगे से नीचे उतरेगा स्पाइडर, एक पीछे से उतरेगा. One spider will get down from the front, the other will get down from the back. You will see your hand will start working yourself. So like you were climbing the spider, one from back, one from front, here also the spider will get down, one by up, one by down. Now spider is coming down. Are you able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, we'll practice again tomorrow. Okay. So I'll teach you because lack of time today, I'll teach it tomorrow again. And over to next, Leena ji, your exercises. You can.
This one we have to do.
This is the hookup. This will do it in the end. This is the hookup.
Okay.
This will do it. And Leena ji, which other exercise was there? Okay, this one. Yeah. Which is this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 and 1. Like this. Okay. Nice one. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now let's do the hookup. Both our hands in the front. Then we move the hands backward. Then we cross them. And then we put them under our chin. Close your eyes. Take a long, deep breath. Your stomach should come out when you breathe in. Release the breath. Stomach should go in. Second, another long, deep breath. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Now rub your hands.
No, one more thing is there. You
Okay.
have to move the fingers. One thumb, second thumb, one forefinger, second forefinger, middle finger, small finger.
Okay. Then
Like
Leena
that.
ji needs to help
And
us
then-
with that.
Yeah. So once it is in this position, we have to move the one finger of each hand. Right?
Acha.
Pehle thumb, right thumb,
Okay.
left thumb, right forefinger, left forefinger, middle finger,
Okay.
other finger, फिर small finger, फिर reverse order में एक एक उंगली ऊपर करनी है.
Very good. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. This I will learn from Leena ji tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
So that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Guru Nandan ji, for starting this thing over here. And I'm really grateful to you. This has become a regular part of the program every morning. So initially,
this
when
was
you were not
initiated by
there,
you.
well, initially when you didn't come, then I started requesting Leena ji to do it, and then Neeti ji did it, and now Priya is the resident expert in it, and she's very good at it. So we can keep doing it this way. All right, guys. So when we are about to start our day today, close your eyes. Now, are you going to expand your arena today? Or are you going to make it smaller? Now pick up 5 people from your life. This is an exercise you have to do like a homework. Pick up 5 people in your life and start thinking about each one of them. What can I create with this person? What can I create with this person today? What can I create with these people today? First. Second thought I want you to have is, what will I add to my life today that would allow me to create a future that I desire? Having said that, I want you to now imagine your day stretching out in front of you. The day is stretching out there, you know. It's like the carpet which is being unfolded in front of you. And as it goes forward today, what are you going to create moment by moment in your life? In what way are you going to make today a special day? All right, you can open your eyes now and let's do a little clearing to start the day right. Okay. What energy, space, and consciousness will I be? What energy, space, and consciousness will I be that would allow me to love me and to love my life and to see myself as a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being that I am? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, 9 shorts, boys, forwards, and beyonds. So guys, have a wonderful day. And before we send you off, we will invite Kuldeep ji. पहले आपकी शायरी होनी चाहिए. Please, sir.
सर कहा है कि ढूंढ तो लेते हम तुम्हें.
क्या करते हैं? ढूंढ तो लेते हैं हम.
ढूंढ तो लेते हम तुम्हें.
तुम्हें. ओके.
शहर में भीड़ इतनी भी न थी.
शहर में इतनी भीड़ न थी.
शहर में भीड़ इतनी भी न थी.
ओके.
ढूंढ तो लेते तुम्हें. शहर में भीड़ इतनी भी न थी, मगर तलाश रोक दी हमने, क्योंकि तुम खोए नहीं, बदल गए.
Why don't you translate it also, sir?
I could find you out. There was no so much crowd in the city. but I stopped the search because you are not lost. You changed yourself.
Because you became different. Great. Thank you so much, Kuldeep ji. And Kunen ji. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, sir, and very good morning, one and all. मैंने अर्ज किया जनाब के मुश्किलें दिल के इरादे आजमाती हैं
Wow, wow, wow.
मुश्किलें दिल के इरादे आजमाती हैं ख्वाबों के पर्दे निगाहों से हटाती हैं ख्वाबों के पर्दे निगाहों से हटाती हैं हौसला मत हार गिरकर ए मुसाफिर हौसला मत हार गिरकर ए मुसाफिर ठोकरें इंसान को ही चलना सिखाती हैं ठोकरें इंसान को चलना सिखाती हैं
Okay, now you do it line by line, so I'll try and translate it. Okay.
मुश्किलें दिल के इरादे आजमाती हैं
Yeah, difficulties test our determination.
सपनों के पर्दे निगाहों से हटाती हैं
They remove the veil from our eyes.
हौसला मत हार गिरकर ए मुसाफिर
Don't lose hope when you fall, my dear traveler.
ठोकरें इंसान को चलना सिखाती हैं
Yeah, every time you stumble, you learn how to walk.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you everyone for your participation. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for another wonderful, exciting, engaging, empowering morning conversations. God bless you. Bye-bye. See you soon.